Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to...
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he is stuffed right at the line. I don't think he got it.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Grab down the middle. It's Brooks.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Looking to throw again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Short completion there. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The tight end has got it. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the first half already.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And now the defense able to bring him down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He breaks free. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. So play number 7 on this drive is a 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. The ball is caught all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
LSU now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the ball is hauled in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Quick throw to the left side. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
It's a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and you can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The pocket breaking down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a short completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Runs through the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Looking to throw it on first down. Rifles this football to the left. Deep shot caught inside the 25. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The defense backed up against their own end zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in.
Can the offense convert that pick into points? They're set up 1st and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3?
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And this one is getting ugly.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
With the catch, it's Brooks. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Makes a quick catch. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.